right, it is Sunday fun day. So what are we doing today? Well, you missed out on a little bit of action on the 51 Chevy. Did a little work on it during the week because the weather's been the shits here lately. It gets sunny in the afternoon during the weekdays, and then on the weekends it's pissing down rain when we want to have some fun, right? So I end up working on the frame a bit because unfortunately the frame is outside. It's not undercover, but it's not going to hurt it. It's all painted up. So let's take a look what got done. Let's get out here and look. So this is the custom car we're talking about. Terry's car. So I got all the front end all painted up and all put back together. So there it is. Now it's hard to tell because you can see it's wet. It's been raining. The frame again, which you all remember, is a satin black, and I did everything here when it was all apart. I did it a nice shiny black. So it's all back together looking good. So got to put the backing plates on and then basically jam some wheels on it. I can put the wheels on the back and I can roll this sucker in and bolt the body back down. Now normally what I would like to do is I would love to leave the body off the frame and do the body work and get it in final primer. And the reason I like to do that is because then when we do it this way, we have to mask off all this frame, which we do. We mask it all off so no overspray gets on it, but it's a nuisance. But the problem is I'm limited for space here, unfortunately. As you can see, we're full up. We've got customer cars everywhere. So I don't have the space, and if I can get the body back on this, that means the frame's not sitting out in the weather. So we'll come back inside here. Which is not a big deal. It just means, like I say, it means a lot more work. When we start the body work on the car, Sean will have masked everything off and we'll have covered it all, and so we don't get no overspray on nothing. But it's all okay. It's going to work. It's just a little extra work. So what we're doing today is I've dropped the body down here. I'm going to show you where a little bit of rust is coming through and all carried away. So she's just got a little bit of rust, if you can see right here. Other than that, she's good. And then over here, she's got the same thing, but it's a little worse. A little worse right there. And then of course I just cut this piece out, which is right here. It was all rusted. So we're going to get that all taken care of. So I still got to clean up this. I just cut this out, literally just cut it out. So I'm going to work on getting this done today and the other side done today. It's nice to do it while it's off the frame. No wheels in the way, no diff in the way, no nothing, right? And then, you know, maybe during the week or next Sunday we'll get her bolted back down. So that's the plan right there. I'm still waiting on some bits and pieces for my own Model A. So I'm picking up all the front suspension stuff next weekend that I had chromed, which means then I'll pick that up on Saturday, which means next Sunday for me I get to work on my Model A again. So I'll get to put the whole front end of the frame back together, and hopefully my diff will be back by then and I get the diff in. But I'm positive I'll get at least all the front suspension in, which will look really cool. So, you know, and you remember that's all sitting over here. But just because we ain't got suspension doesn't mean we're not working on the Model A. So we'll take a look. Sean is plugging away. Again, though, Sean only works on it. He only gets to spend Saturdays on it, just because we're too busy during the week. He's got it very close for first primer. He's just doing a little final work. I don't know if we can get in here. See, he tapes all the body lines. He tapes everything, and then he works around it, and he makes all the lines just perfect. He's very, very fussy, Sean. Does a beautiful job. Like over here, I know you're not here to see it, but if you could just be here to feel these lines and everything, they're so crisp and so sharp. They're probably better than Henry Ford himself made them. So he's very close to having this ready. This car for sure next Saturday will be in first primer. The doors, like I say, the dash, all the bits and pieces are already in first primer. Even the top of the cowl is in first primer. So he'll be, he's even got the firewall all worked in, which there wasn't much to do. Just a couple of things, but he'll be ready to go. This whole car will be in first primer by next week, and he's got the deck lid in here. So that's excellent. But like I say, he only spends Saturday on it. So, I mean, he hasn't got a lot of time in it. It was a pretty decent body because I think he's been on it for, I don't know, 5 or 6 Saturdays, and he only puts in 8 hours a day on it. So we're doing good. We are doing good. The main goal here, at the end of the day, the main goal is that Terry's car, carried away, gets to this car show in August. Will it be 100% done? No, it won't be. But it'll be 75% done. And that's the main goal. It'll be running, driving, and painted. That's what matters with all new chrome. So that's the goal. And if it means, like I say, I got to set my own personal car aside, that's what it means. I made a promise, I made a deal, and I'm going to get her done. And then I don't know. Because I'm telling you, if you're out there watching Terry, this car's going to need a garage. It can't sit outside in the carport anymore. And I don't have a garage. We're going to need a garage, buddy. The only garage I got is in my front carport. So we're going to have to figure something out if you're out there watching. Because definitely cannot sit in a carport, cannot sit in underground storage. It has to be in a nice, insulated, dry garage. So, I do have a spot in my carport. I could make a spot up front because I am putting doors on it this summer. It'll be closed in. But that's something I'll have to discuss with Terry, because that also means I have to kick one of my own personal cars out. But she needs to be kept under well cover, because she's waiting to see you again. There's your old girl right there. I'm telling you, she's excited about August. She can't wait to be at the History Reunion Car Show in Mission, BC. August 27th, people. Check it out. Okay, well, I'm going to start cutting and welding here and getting to it. And, yeah, we'll get a few shots as we go along. All right. So, here we go. Got this one patch in right there. Looks nice. It's nice and level there. Actually joined it up right here. You can't really tell. I joined it up right here. Nice and level. Looking good. Solid again. So, you can see, nice and good. So now, a lot of you are probably saying, well, you're going to cut this off. You left this on here. You're going to cut this off as right. And I am. But I leave it at the moment to get my shape for in here. And what I'll probably do is, honestly, this is going to be too hard for me to make this and put this bend in it. So I'm going to make this piece that fills in here. I'm going to put that piece on first in there so I don't lose this contour. Then I'm going to snip this piece off and make this piece. And then butt weld it up against the piece that will be here. But we'll start with this right now. That's what we're going to do. So we'll get this car up in the air. But anyway, that's nice. That's one nice solid piece right there. I'm happy about that. That's very good. If you're wondering what you see here, that is not body filler, this gray. That's primer. That's this primer you're seeing underneath. I don't know if you can tell, but fairly much of a line there. Yeah. So we'll move on. We'll move forward. Okay, so here we go. I got the other side all welded up here. Remember, it came up to, can't even see now where it came up to. It came up to here, came down, went down across. You can just see it right there, and then butted along underneath here. Just kind of butted it to this lip, and that's it. So there we go. Got all that done. Got the piece put back in here. And what I did was I masked it, and well, I haven't got the light in here, but I made sure I sprayed a little bit of primer in there, and then I just put a little bit of texture spray in there now, because that's obviously, you know, fresh metal. So that's all good. So there we go. Passenger side is done. That was the only bit of rust that was on this car on this side, except for, which we're not going to deal with today. We got one corner of the door. And I can tell you just by the way this is going, what's going to happen is we're probably going to end up going like this and going like that, more than likely. Get it where it folds under and it folds around here, and cut that piece out and make a new piece that folds over and under, put it in there, you know, and that'll take care of that corner. The other corner's solid. So that's all it's got for rust on that side, but we'll do the doors when they're off. And then this door is exactly the same, you know, same spot, but this door is a little worse because then it becomes very nice here. But then we got something going on here. So, but that's okay. That's minor. You remember, you're dealing with a 1951 Chevy. That's pretty minor. So I got next here now. I gotta try and move this hoist post here a bit. We got no rust here. This one's way less. It's just a little bit right here. This post is a little close. I might be able to give her a good smack with a hammer and move her in a bit. Anyway, so we want to cut this one. Basically, you can see, and cut this and get this cut out of here. And this side is, because it's got no rust up here whatsoever. None. It's good shape. So that's perfect. Now, my friend Jeff was over. And I'm sure a lot of you old hot rodders out there, local hot rodders in Vancouver, British Columbia, you're going to know Jeff. And you're going to know his dad, Pete. Pete's Pick and File. You must know Pete's Pick and File. Come on. Anyway, he's our local guy. He's in Surrey, BC, and he does beautiful. He restores the stainless and that. So he came and picked up the stainless for Carried Away. He picked up the stainless and he's going to give it to his dad, Pete. Jeff is, and they're going to go to town on it and get it done up for me. So anyway, everybody brought me the decals in. There we go. Pretty cool. Now you can see it for yourself. So if you have a history car, he gave me one that was in the maroon with the black. That's really cool. Then he gave me one straight black. If you have a history car that's actually, you know, a car that was known from the day, local car, British Columbia, from what I understand, registration for you is free. And they're actually, he said they're going to let people in Saturday at 6 a.m. and I don't think the public comes in till 9 a.m. They might be doing setup Friday night. I think he was talking about that too. So that's a good thing. So look it up, please look it up, guys. It's going to be a real, it's going to be a once in a lifetime car show. I just know it is. And let's hope we get a lot of cool cars out there from the day. And there'll be the local, you know, car clubs out there, and that'll be a good thing too. So we're going to be there. We're going to be there Carried Away. It's not going to be a problem. We're going to get her there. So, well, let's get back to work. I'll cut a little more out of this thing. The day's slipping away here today. I had a lot of visitors, so it's already 4 o'clock, and I think I can get this other side cut out and cleaned up and get some etch primer on there and maybe make the piece, but I don't know if I'll get it welded in time. I got a couple other things I got to take care of around here today, but we'll do as much as we can. Alright, well, I got that piece welded in. There was enough time, what do you know? And then I went and drilled back. I almost forgot on the other side. I don't know if you can see that. There's a drain hole, so I put that hole there, and I re-drilled it on this side. Right, where are we here? Right here. So perfect. Let's shot a little flat block on there for now, primer, just in case the old girl happens to have to be pushed around outside and gets all wet. So we'll spray a little bit on there. So I'll mask this off now and texture spraying behind, spray a little primer on there, and we'll call her a day. Call it a day. But remember, guys, we're getting stuff done. May not seem like a lot, but we're getting stuff done. I want to give a big thanks out to Fraser Valley Blasting. Burns over there, he took care of the frame for this car. He did all the blasting, and they actually sprayed the satin black paint on it there. They did that. We didn't. We paint all the other parts that you see, but not that. So I want to give a big shout out to him. He gave me a super good deal on it to help me out, and I appreciate that. And things are looking up. Things are looking good. I'm glad to see that frame coming together. It's making me happy. It's always fun when you get everything done and you start putting stuff together, you know? But anyway, hey, it's always a good time and old time. Next Sunday's even going to be more funner because we've been working on the Model A and the custom car. I think we're going to try and, like I say, get the front suspension in the Model A and hopefully get the custom car on this frame. So, until next time, hell yeah.